So at what point did we as a society decide talking during movies and going on our phones in the theater was acceptable? When the hell did that happen? All through 2023, I experienced this, and I'm sick of it. I'm not doing this in 2024. During this movie, there was tons of talking. A lady was on her phone playing games. A guy was predicting the next scene as the scenes were happening. I nearly became the Joker. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back in time. I'm gonna figure out who started this shit, and I'm gonna beat them to death with a fucking brick. Maybe I'll just unceremoniously shoot them or something. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna get their ass. They're gonna pay for what they've done. Alright, let's talk about a movie. What's up, schmucks? I hope you're having a great day. I think I might be the last person on the internet to talk about this movie, so I'm just gonna do it quickly and be really lazy about it because this movie does not deserve my full time and attention. Alright, let's get it over with. Madam Web is the latest movie in Sony's Venomverse. It tells the story of Madam Web, who has Madam Web powers and needs to do a Kyle Reese to protect some girls from a mean Spider-Man so that they can grow up to become Spider-Women one day. Why does mean Spider-Man want to kill them? Because he has a vision where they break into his house and beat him to death, which is incredibly inconsistent with how these characters are portrayed here, so ultimately it makes no sense. This vision also doesn't even come to pass in any capacity. It's nonsense. It is complete, utter nonsense. We always start with the good and what I liked before we get to the bad and what I didn't care for, so let's do that. Let's start with the good. What was good here? The only thing I liked in this movie was Ezekiel Sims. I like what he's about. I think he has a cool suit. I like seeing a spider person kill people. I thought that was all really cool. It's the only good and or new idea this movie has, and it's something that we haven't really seen before. So you know what? Points for that. Anyway, that's it for the good. Now let's talk about the bad. So I said before that this movie is nonsense, and it is, but I want to stress that there's a difference between fun nonsense and bad nonsense. I've come to accept that the majority of superhero movies are slop. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I know to some people slop is the worst, but I don't really think that's true. I think you can have fun slop. Sloppy Joes are fun. Who doesn't love a good sloppy Joe? And that's ultimately my rule. If you're going to make slop, at least make it fun slop. The Marvels is slop, but I love the Marvels. It's fun. This movie is slop, but it's fucking boring slop. And that's ultimately the thing I want you to know. Above all else, please know that this is a boring slog of a movie. So boring, in fact, that I fell asleep in the theater. Twice. There's a part where Madam Web is teaching CPR and I fell asleep. And when I woke up, she was walking around the rainforest for some reason. And then I fell asleep again and she was back in New York. So I don't know what happened there. And I'm never going to watch this again. So I'll never know what happened there. And I think that's for the best. This movie is doing nothing interesting for the superhero genre outside of Spider-Man, but he's mean, which makes it automatically bad considering how saturated this genre is. If you have nothing to add to an overpopulated market, then keep it to yourself, Sony. You stupid bitch. This movie also advertised 3 Spider-Women, but they show up for an entirety of 1 minute of screen time, and it's in a dream sequence. What a film, right? There's also parts of this movie that are inexplicably filmed the way shows like Modern Family or Abbott Elementary are filmed, where the camera is handheld and does quick zooms here and there to simulate a documentary feel. But this isn't a documentary. It's a fucking superhero movie that's filmed like a normal movie for most of it, except for these random moments that come out of nowhere where this shit happens. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. The dialogue in this movie is atrocious, especially in the final moment. Just some real hard to listen to bullshit. The visuals hurt the eyes with wonky CGI and strange filming choices. The characters are boring and annoying. Everybody's flat in this movie. Everybody is visibly bored and visibly miserable, which definitely radiated onto the audience. This movie has no redeeming qualities, and I'm upset that I even watched it. I've reread this 4 times, seeing if I could add to it in any way, and I can't. I have literally nothing to say. I don't know how the fuck anyone is making a 20-minute video about this movie. I really don't. There's not that much to say. It's bad. It's really bad. And the only reason that I even made this video is because I promised to review all the movies I see in 2024. So here I am, fulfilling a promise. And now that I'm done, I'm gonna go lie down for a little while. Maybe I'll watch a good Spider-Man movie. Anyway, leave a like or don't. I don't care. Subscribe or don't. I also don't care. I love you dearly, you beautiful schmuck. I'm just worse off in every way after seeing this movie. So yeah, that's it. I might put a gun in my mouth. I don't know. Bye!